with the fleets of Phoenix Group and General Dodonna's Massassi Group completely routed. The remaining forces that retreated to Chopper Base, located in the Atollon Coral Mesa, could only look up and hope that the deflector shield would hold as the lasers of Admiral Thrawn's fleet pounded it into submission. They could only sit and wait and hope that Ezra would be successful, that he would be able to find help, and that they would survive the ground assault. What's up, Lore Masters? Today we are taking a look at the ground assault of Atollon. If you want to see the space battle, either click the link below or look on the channel to see how that went down. Today is the focus of the ground battle though, and that's where we're going to stay. Let's just jump into it. Phoenix Squadron and the Massassi Group knew that they had been beaten. Their only hope was that Ezra would find help in order to knock out the Interdictor ship that still remained. Until then, they would need to delay, stall, and take as many of the Imperials out as they could. The remaining forces regrouped at Chopper Base and activated their prototype deflector shield generator. There was no real guarantee that it would hold, and many questioned if it could even be activated without Sabine Wren, its creator, there to watch it. Luckily, they were able to activate it before Thrawn began his ground bombardment. However, when the bombardment began, it did severely weaken the shield, and even though Admiral Thrawn had the ability to destroy the base, he ordered for the attack to stop. The goal was to weaken the shields and leave survivors alive in order to capture the rebel leadership. Thrawn believed, albeit inaccurately, that this was the entirety of the rebel alliance. He was unaware that he only had a part of the puzzle, that the rebellion was not far larger than the Empire had once thought. While preparations for the ground assault began, General Dodonna suggested that they ambush the forces along the narrow canyon. This canyon would be required to be traversed for the Empire to reach the base. One of the Spectres, a Sabbat named Zeb and a clone named Rex, who had formerly been a captain in the Grand Army of the Republic, planted detonators along the road. Waiting for the right time, they detonated the bombs, blowing up several ATDP walkers. This was something calculated by Thrawn, who had used the ATDPs as decoys. He now began to bring the real force, the much more powerful AT-ATs. Given that the rebel survivors had shown their hand, Thrawn ordered for the detonators to be marked by the gunners and disposed of.
They've revealed their meager defenses. Now we will crush them. Mark enemy mines and firing positions. Heavy battalions, advance.
I know that sound.
Yeah, and I hate that sound. We need Sabine to invent a shield you can't walk through.
Let's hope we get a chance to tell her.
It was at this time Kanan had returned from talking with the entity known as Bendu and sliced off the leg of one of the walkers. This did not slow down the advance, however. Kanan, Zeb, and Rex retreated back to Chopper Base, the Imperial forces not far behind them. As a last resort, A-Wings began an assault on the walkers, but were quickly turned away by TIE fighters. The Empire was simply too numerous and too strong to defeat. As Chopper Base was breached, Thrawn arrived with his Death Troopers, one of the first times the Death Troopers had been introduced to the Rebellion. These were an elite variant of Stormtroopers. They were the best of the best. They acted as bodyguards for high-ranking officers and VIPs of the Empire. With no other place to go, Dodonna and Syndulla ordered for their ships to evacuate the base, even though they still could not outrun the blockade. They had no choice but to try to flee. Rex, APG, and the Spectres now found themselves surrounded and captured by Thrawn. What Thrawn didn't know is that Kanan had been parleying with the powerful entity known as Bendu. This entity had decided that he did not want either the Empire nor the Rebellion to stay on the planet. He created a powerful storm that allowed the Rebellion to escape from their captors. Though Bendu did destroy both Rebellion and Imperial assets himself. With the rebels now entering into space to take on the Imperial blockade, Thrawn ordered his forces, an AT-AT, and the other stormtroopers to fire on Bendu and the storm. This wounded the creature. He would later fail to deliver the fatal blow to Bendu, who stated that Thrawn could not kill him because it was beyond Thrawn's power to do so. The battle had been a success militarily for the Empire, though a strategic failure as the leadership of the Alliance was not captured. Both Phoenix Squadron and the Massassi Group now found themselves demoralized, a crippling defeat, but luckily not a fatal one. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see the space battle, check out the description or just click a box on the screen. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Tomorrow I will hopefully have the Time War done and a special video coming up on Friday. I will see you guys then.